Beading makes me feel connected to my family, to my ancestors, and it also makes me feel sort of at home or at peace in the world. It sounds cheesy, but it really helps me in a lot of ways.
Juliet Mackie is Métis from Fort Chipewyan.
This is a fringe earring.
Though she grew up in Vancouver, she moved to Montreal to study painting.
This is a painting of my great-grandmother Evelyn and me.
At the same time, she loves to make crafts, especially beadwork.
These are some of my favorites. They're shoulder dusters, and they're probably some of the longest pairs that I've ever made.
Her Instagram account, Little Moon Creations, has more than 20,000 followers, and she's able to supplement her income with beading sales.
I would sell this on my website, julietmackie.com.
She's currently studying Indigenous representations in art at Concordia University.
I'm interested in topics like cultural appropriation and, representation of art and how it's being used or exploited by companies like Temu.
Mackie is looking at China-based online discount retailer Temu when she spots a strangely familiar image.
Oh, and right there.
She's looking at a cheap copy of pair of beading earrings she designed herself.
This is, oh my gosh, this is my design. I've never even seen that one yet.
This is far from the first time.
It's this same design.
These sorts of discoveries are becoming routine.
So this was the first design that I found of mine on Temu that was originally made in 2022 when I was staying with my grandma, and I remember taking the photos of it in her garden and posting them on my website, and the experience of us beading together. So it feels like a bit more of a violation.
Numerous Indigenous artists are sharing similar experiences across social media. Melody Markle, who sells her work on the Instagram account Melody Quay, discovered beaded chickadee earrings she designed reproduced on Temu without her consent.
I was surprised initially, then I got frustrated, and now I want to take action to learning more about what my rights are as an Indigenous artist and what the protocols are in place. And I'm hoping I'll be able to navigate that a bit more here.
Markle called lawyer Jonathan Sommer. He's a specialist in Indigenous art fraud. APTN News asked him what recourse Markle and Mackie have in this situation.
You need resources to exercise your rights. If you want to protect yourself, you either have to convince the government officials that administer those laws to help you, but unless the powers that be are willing to do something, we're in a bit of a tough situation right now.
Melody Markle says she's ready to raise her voice about the issue of Indigenous craft fraud.
We need to start educating these big corporations that are taking away our pieces of our identity and owning them as their own and making profit off of it. That's well below what we're asking.
Temu responded by email to questions from APTN News. We require sellers to submit documentation and sign an agreement to ensure they comply with legal standards and respect intellectual property rights in their targeted markets. The company says whenever they receive takedown requests from copyright holders, they act fast to investigate and pull fraudulent products.
I doubt it's really done, because anyone could copy it and repost it, and it's not really fair for the artist who, you can see how many sales of the replica earring there's been on the website.
However, several hundred beaded earrings copying Juliet Mackie's original designs are still up for sale on Temu.
In some cases, should the artist be compensated for those designs that were sold if the company profited off of it?
Kijate Alexandra Veillecizo, APTN National News, Montreal.